The science vessel USS Discovery has been attacked by the unidentified aliens and disabled near Lycosa, in the Scorpion Nebula. The Discovery's engines are offline and it is drifting toward the event horizon of a black hole. The crew have evacuated in escape pods, but they are unable to counter the gravitational pull of the singularity. The Typhon will take up a position near the event horizon and launch Valkyries to rescue the lifeboats. Collect the pods and deploy them near the Typhon. Be advised, the gravity of this black hole is extreme, so stay alert and watch your position. Proceed. Ensigns, a Cardassian military freighter has stolen weapons and supplies from Outpost Sierra 6. The vessel is now on course for a transwarp conduit in the Able system. Starfleet Command suspects that this may be the staging area for a fleet of renegade Obsidian Order ships. We must intercept and halt the freighter before it reaches the conduit. Once through, sensors will be unable to track it. Valkyries 1, 2, and 3, launch immediately. Our battle with the enemy attack ships severely damaged the Typhon's drive systems. We are dead in space until repairs can be completed. Our situation is critical. Long-range sensors have detected Marshall cruisers on an approach vector with their energy cores on overload. I believe they will attempt a suicide attack. If one of those ships hits the Typhon, both vessels will be obliterated. You are to cover the Typhon from all attacks while repairs are underway. Launch immediately.
You will be assimilated.
Phase 1 of the mission is complete. Ensign Cooper, you will conduct Phase 2 alone. We have transported all life forms from the barge and confined the hijackers to the brig. Under computer control, the barge will continue on its original course and you will shadow it. Your Valkyrie will relay a false sensor profile to the outpost as you approach. You must stay close to the barge. If you move too quickly or too far away, you will be detected by the outpost. Once you are within range, the outpost will drop its shields. Move in and take out their weapons array. Reinforcements will follow to secure the outpost. Kapla! Your aptitude in piloting the Valkyrie is commendable, Ensign. I have chosen you to fly a scouting mission ahead of the Enterprise. Clear the route in front of the starship. Recovered log records indicate that 5 members of the Discovery's crew were captured by a Kamjate cruiser. We must recover them immediately. The Typhon's transporters are being blocked by ionic interference from the cruiser's energy reserves. Destroying these power cores will reduce the interference and enable us to beam the Discovery crewmen aboard. But be careful. Too many hits on the cruiser's hull will cause a critical breach, killing the prisoners as well as the enemy. Cooper, the data you recovered has revealed the location of a temporary wormhole in the North system. A large Kamjate vessel is nearby, currently re-energizing a fleet of smaller raiders. The larger ship was the spine of the original Vanguard structure discovered by the Sentinel. We must take this opportunity to destroy it. The Vanguard ship is protected by a Nexus shield generated by 2 emitters on its outer hull. You must use your weapons to create a gap in the shield and fly inside. Once within, you can knock out the emitters so your wingmen can join the attack. If we succeed in destroying the Vanguard ship's energy reserves, the Kamjate raiders will be stranded without power.
Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Your technological and biological distinctiveness will be added to our own. You will adapt to service the collective.
Welcome to the Valkyrie Training Program. I am Lieutenant Commander Worf, and I will be your tactical officer for the duration of this operation. I will assess your performance throughout your tour of duty and instruct you on the use of weapons systems and helm control. Training missions will be flown under a time limit, and I will observe and grade your performance based on your combat skills, reaction time, and accuracy. Your ships have been fitted with a standard weapons configuration. Begin now. Our initial encounter with this Kamjate species has proven we now face a new enemy, one that is intelligent, hostile, and resourceful. Long-range sensors have tracked a group of their raiders to Zykata 5, and now we have indications that they have fired their weapons at population centers on the surface. The enemy force is currently regrouping in the planet's upper atmosphere. We will use this opportunity to approach and attempt to reason with them, but you should be prepared to initiate combat if our attempts fail. Your Valkyries have been modified using technology from the recovered raider, enhancing your weapons and allowing us to tap into their image field communications. Ensign Cooper, I am deploying you on a solo mission to rescue a shuttle pod stranded in the Iridis Fire Nebula. The pod's subspace beacon identifies it as belonging to the USS Sentinel, and recovering it may give us some clue as to that vessel's location. The unstable composition of the nebula means that we can only send one craft. The energy generated by more ships might ignite the pockets of volatile Metreon gas inside. Once you enter the nebula, your communications will be cut off. You must also refrain from using any high-energy weapons that might inflame the gases. Locate and retrieve the shuttle pod as quickly as possible. Sensors indicate the presence of Kamjate raiders in the area, so be on your guard. One of the survivors we rescued has information about attacks by ships that match those of the new aliens we encountered near the Scorpion Nebula. We will set course for Apex 9 at Red Squad, battle stations. The aliens have ambushed us. We cannot launch the Valkyries in time. We must fight as we stand. All crew, prepare for Fortress Mode. Ensign Cooper, take turret Alpha, quickly! We are approaching the Apostle Belt, what remains of the planet Apex 9. The alien attackers have destroyed an entire world, reducing it to a cloud of asteroids. Long-range sensors have located a facility on a Goliath-class planetoid within the asteroid field. The aliens appear to be mining uridium ore and manasite. In theory, these two materials could combine to forge a lightweight and extremely tough alloy for hull armor. We must prevent the extraction and processing of these minerals. Ensign Cooper, you are to approach the planet undercloaking and avoid contact with the enemy. Once you are within range, you must charge and fire 3 torpedoes into the surface of the Goliath planetoid. The blast from their warheads will cause a cascade explosion, so clear the area before they detonate. Red Squad, an immense gravitation surge near the Macoria quasar has revealed the opening of a temporary wormhole. Kamjate raiders have been detected near the mouth of this phenomenon, and it appears that they are preparing to use it to travel to another part of the galaxy. Your mission is to neutralize them before they can enter the wormhole. If they escape, they could reappear anywhere within the Alpha Quadrant without warning. This mission is of critical importance. Watch for weak points on the alien ships when they expose energy grids or engine exhausts. Launch when ready. I have serious news from Utaka, a nearby Klingon colony world. The alien attackers are using the fragments of Mogus, a shattered planet, to bombard the population with meteorites. The Mogus fragments are being accelerated through a warp field and aimed into the colony's atmosphere. If this attack is not halted, Utaka's entire population is doomed. You must utilize the motion lock system in your Valkyries to track and destroy the meteorites. Be advised that the enemy have also dispatched escorts to cover their approach. Once you have neutralized the fragments and the aliens, locate and eliminate the warp field. Act quickly. Millions of lives depend on your success. We have located a group of Borg cubes on an approach vector to our position, and a tactical opportunity has presented itself. The cube fleet is slaved to the lead vessel, and our sensors indicate that its shields are not yet at full strength. We must strike now to take advantage of this momentary weakness. Close in on the lead cube and enter its internal network of conduits. Penetrate the central chamber and locate the core generators. If you can destroy these, you should be able to retrieve the cube's transwarp coil. Capture this unit and return it to the Typhon. The chain reaction caused by the coil's removal will destroy the Borg fleet. Red Squad. A force of Borg ships are closing on our position. They have come to retrieve the transwarp coil we captured from the cube. The coil is highly unstable, so it is vital it be protected. If it is damaged, it could release a subspace shock wave that would destroy everything within a light-year radius. With the Typhon's warp engine offline, we must stand and fight. The Borg must not pass. The alien ships are depositing parasite organisms along our course, blocking our pursuit of Captain Brennan and the Sentinel. The parasites are emerging from incubator pods, and they will attack anything they consider hostile. We must stop them from spreading into inhabited systems. Be cautious. These life forms reproduce at an exceptional rate. Any pods you can capture with your tractor beam can be beamed aboard the Typhon for holding. But do not forget that the invaders are the primary enemy here. Despite our efforts, the Kamjate threat continues to grow. Long-range sensors have detected a concentration of their forces in system TDA-34, protecting the passage of their raiders through an artificial wormhole generator. We must take control of this device without delay. All available Valkyries will take part in this operation. I will fly the lead. While the Typhon remains outside enemy sensor range, we will approach and clear a path to the generator. Once the area is secure, we will return to the Typhon and enter the wormhole. We will take the fight to the heart of our adversary. The Herc are blockading the wormhole, and they have deployed raiders to prevent our escape. Ensign Cooper, you and Ensign Nate take turret control and engage the enemy forces. Stand by for battle conditions. Communications intercepted from the enemy indicate they have assembled a group of defense platforms on the other side of this wormhole. Once we have returned to normal space, we must take out these units and seal this conduit permanently. We are closing on the USS Sentinel. All Valkyries will be launched to intercept the ship and prevent Captain Brennan and his crew from approaching the subspace rift. The Sentinel is armed with numerous photon torpedo launchers, so maintain your separation as you approach. You should attempt to bring down their shields and then target the ship's warp nacelles. It is paramount that we stop the Sentinel. Damage to the ship's warp engines would achieve this objective with minimal casualties. If we cannot stop the ship, Captain Brennan will go to warp speed and we will not be able to apprehend him. The final battle is upon us. Pilots, it has been an honor to fight alongside you. If we are victorious this day, then we will drink a barrel of blood wine in the memory of our dead comrades. If not, then we will meet again on the road to Sto-vo-kor. Today, the galaxy lives or dies by what we do here. Captain Brennan is using a transspatial pulse generator to enlarge the subspace rift in order to release a planetoid-sized Herc mothership. The weapons on the Herc ship are not operational, but we have no idea how long they will remain in this condition. The USS Sentinel has sustained severe damage and is preparing to launch its escape pods. We must hold off the Herc ship and recover the Sentinel's lifeboats as soon as they are released. Use your tractor beam to capture and inspect the pods. And I suspect that Brennan may attempt to use one to escape to the mothership. Qapla'! We sustained minor damage, but the mission was a success, and Zykata 5 has been cleared of all Kamjate forces. However, it appears that a neighboring world, Epoch, has suffered an orbital bombardment. Starfleet has dispatched a medical transport to assist in recovery operations. You failed to rescue the shuttle pod. Because of your error, we have lost 2 Starfleet officers and vital tactical information. We have done all we can. This new aggressor species is proving to be too strong to defeat. All ships are to fall back and regroup. We must consider another method of attack. The crimes of these slavers will go unpunished without a larger attack force to combat them. This mission is a failure.
Ionic interference decreasing. Transporting one life form to the Typhon. Player 1. Shield strength decreasing.
Red Squad, we are about to rendezvous with a convoy of Bajoran transport ships en route to the planet Hino. They are part of an effort to terraform Hino for colonization, and it is our assignment to escort them through this area. Assume convoy formation to cover their transit. Nausicaan raiders have hijacked a Klingon prison barge and are on course to a pirate outpost orbiting Lycosa. The Nausicaans plan to sell the convicts and crew as slave labor for the mines on the planet. We must intercept them and prevent this transaction. Locate and eliminate the pirate patrol ships, and be sure to disable their communications relay. This will prevent the outpost from becoming aware of our approach. Once you have completed this objective, all Valkyries are to engage the barge's escorts and disable the ship. You will receive further instructions at this point. Commence operations.
Player 1. Shields are low.
Sickbay informs me that the 2 survivors you rescued from the Sentinel's shuttle pod will be conscious soon and ready for debriefing. Meanwhile, we are closing on Rakar Nara, the Sentinel's last known position. Approaching the planet will be difficult. The Kamjate have deployed a force of Marshal cruisers and are seeding the area with gravitic mines. A strike group of Klingon fighters have engaged the raiders, but they are outnumbered. We are to assist them using our new modified Valkyries. These Valor-class variants are equipped with heavier armor and additional weapon systems.
Kamjate energy signatures detected. Player 1. Shields are offline. Kamjate energy sources detected.
A Romulan combat group has launched a number of unprovoked attacks on Federation shipping in the Ziria system, near the neutral zone. A patrol force of 10 Valkyries will be dispatched to investigate. Each of you will fly in a 2-ship formation and report any contact with Romulan vessels immediately. The mission was a success. This outpost's trade in misery and terror is at an end. Log. Supplemental. Ensign Cooper was killed in action during a rescue attempt.
Player 1. Weapon energy is critical.
After your performance in the flight and fire exercises, I have decided to test your skill against a series of holographic enemy ships. I expect you to fight with courage, honor, and cunning.
Cardassian station shield neutralized.
We have received a distress call from a nearby system, but the message was too garbled for a complete reading. Pilots Johnson, Allwood, and Cooper, you will be dispatched to sweep the area and search for survivors. Report any contacts to the Typhon immediately.
Player 2. Engine energy reserves are critical.
All 5 crew have been safely recovered. Our mission is a success.
Klingon prison vessel has left the sector. Torpedo detonation in 10 seconds. Evacuate to minimum safe distance immediately. Player 2. Energy reserves are critical.
Good work, Ensign. The 2 crewmen on board the shuttle pod you rescued should be able to give us some more information about Captain Brennan's actions.
Warning, Klingon bird of prey decloaking off the bow.
Ensign Cooper, in recognition of your bravery in rescuing the Discovery crew, Starfleet awards you the Tri-Star Cluster. The 3 stars signify honor, pride, and courage in extreme circumstances. Your compassion and fearlessness are an example to us all.
Player 2. Hull damage critical.
Kamjate, firstborn of the universe, will destroy all enemies.
Do not fire on Allied or neutral vessels.
The Kamjate Vanguard ship and its raider fleet have begun their transit toward Earth. Our mission, our entire operation, has been a failure.
Player 2. Shields are critical.
Sensors have detected a large spaceborne organism in a nearby system. The creature is known as a Gomtu, or Tin Man, a living starship of unknown origin. We are sending 2 Valkyries to investigate while the Typhon continues on course. Caution is advised, as Kamjate raiders may also be in the area.
Strafing and warp maneuvers drain engine energy. Player 2. Shield strength decreasing. Enemy lock-on detected.
Red Squad, our long-range sensors have detected a group of Borg attack ships in transit. We must divert our course to intercept and destroy them. Be advised that the Borg can adapt their shields to deflect your weapon systems after a few hits, so vary your attack strategy. Ensign, your performance today ensured our victory. Truly, you have the heart of a warrior.
Target locked. Energy reserves depleted. Player 2. Shields are low.
Excellent flying, Ensign. Based on your outstanding performance, I am assigning you as lead escort to the medical transport en route to Epoch. I expect you to prove yourself worthy of the responsibility.
Log entry recorded.
Sensors have detected Borg vessels in a nearby asteroid field on an attack vector towards Starbase 212. But we do not have enough Valkyries to mount an effective defense. Ready the Typhon's turrets. We must destroy the Borg before they assimilate the outpost. Starfleet has dispatched a medical transport to begin relief efforts on the planet Epoch. Civilian casualties from Kamjate attacks are high, and these supplies are urgently needed. You are to escort the transport and protect it from any hostile vessels in the area.
Energy reserves are at critical levels. Player 2. Shields are offline. Communications with USS Typhoon have been lost.
Ensign Cooper, in recognition of your gallantry under fire, Starfleet is proud to award you with the Golden Nova Medal. Your actions not only saved the lives of the Bajoran colonists, but also enabled us to capture a damaged Kamjate fighter. Well done. Thanks to your efforts, the Bajoran convoy survived the attack by these Kamjate raiders. I have dispatched another wing of Valkyries to cover the convoy on the rest of its journey. In addition, we have recovered a partially damaged Kamjate ship. Perhaps we may be able to find some clue as to who they are and why they attacked us. Red Squad, the Vanguard ship has been destroyed and its concealed weapons neutralized. Without it, the Kamjate raiders will not be able to regroup and refuel. We have struck a major blow against our enemy today. Good work. According to our communications with the Romulans, Captain Brennan and the crew of the Sentinel attacked them without reason. We must locate the Sentinel as soon as possible and determine the motive for this unwarranted assault. Set course for their last known location, Rakar-Nara in the Titan system.
Engine energy reserves are low.
This is not a rogue squadron, Ensign. You failed to secure the area, forcing the Enterprise to navigate the asteroid field unprotected. Starfleet will require an explanation for your poor conduct. The Borg are overwhelming our defenses, but I will die before I surrender my ship to those Patak.
Metreon gas detected. All high-energy weapons have been disengaged. Player 2. Weapon energy is critical.
Brennan has gone to warp, despite our attacks. Our mission is a... Wait. Sensors have detected another vessel approaching. It is a Herc warship. It must be covering the Sentinel's escape. Red Squad, prepare to engage the enemy.
Evacuate to minimum safe distance immediately. Torpedo detonation in 10 seconds.
Cooper, your execution of the mission was flawless. You are proving yourself to be an asset to Red Squad and this operation. Captain Brennan escaped, but we were able to inflict serious damage on the Sentinel. It will not be able to maintain warp velocity for long. Brennan is clearly under the influence of the Herc and cannot be allowed to get to the rift. He must be stopped before he unleashes the most deadly threat the galaxy has ever faced.
Warning, parasite lifeform detected.
We have lost too many lifeboats to the black hole's grasp. This rescue has become a disaster. Abort operations.
Mission complete. Perform moves to progress through training areas.
The Borg have been beaten back once again. You fought with honor and courage. Well done.
Motion lock active. Shields are failing.
The Herc warship has destroyed all but myself and Ensign Johnson. I am sending him back to warn the Federation fleet. Brennan has escaped, and we cannot pursue him. I shall take on this enemy vessel alone. The enemy defenders were defeated. Good work. We are now entering the wormhole. Our destination is the Antiriad system. We have the element of surprise on our side, and we must use it to strike the Herc hard as soon as we emerge. Starfleet Command has informed me that the flotilla is close to our position, but do not become overconfident. We are beginning the end game of this conflict, and the hardest battle is yet to come. Abort mission. Our losses are too great. All Valkyries, break off attack and return to the Typhon.
Federation ship tractored. Target source of beam to free vessel. Warning, Herc mothership charging main weapons.
Pilots, Starfleet has informed me of a disturbing conflict in the Validus system. Judging from the distress calls we received, marauding Kamjate warships have attacked the area. The situation is critical. Ensign Cooper and Ensign Turner, I'm ordering you to proceed to the Validus system and deal with this situation immediately. It is imperative that you work together and guard your wingman. If either of you are lost, the mission must be aborted immediately. Launch when ready, and good luck.
Our mission objective was achieved. Both vessels were prevented from entering the wormhole. Sensors indicate that the phenomenon will collapse naturally within a few hours, preventing any other ships from using it. The parasite entities that consumed the Valkyries are now attacking the Typhon. I must consider the safety of my crew and leave this sector at once. Impressive, Ensign. If we survive this battle, our deeds will be told in song for years to come. Take the lead. We must continue our pursuit of the Sentinel. The defense platforms are too heavily armed. Our mission cannot be completed. Fall back! Ensign, once again you have proven yourself a valuable asset to this squadron. I am honored to fight alongside you. Ensign, your bravery in leading the raid on the Borg Cube has been noted. Starfleet hereby awards you the Talon Prism in recognition of your victory in the face of extreme odds. Allowing the freighter to escape was a grave tactical error. With access to those weapons, the Obsidian Order will become a threat to every planet in this sector.
Now trapped in Cardassian station shield.
We have failed to prevent the ships from escaping into the wormhole. With no way to track them, we cannot predict what damage they will do when and where they emerge. Our defeat is our dishonor. Good work, pilots. One of the Cardassian fighters escaped and the Discovery was lost to the black hole, but her crew have been recovered alive. We will transfer the survivors to the USS Excalibur before resuming our mission. I am satisfied with your performance. The Borg threat has been neutralized. We can now safely integrate the transwarp coil into our own engine systems. This should fully regenerate our power reserves and bring our warp drive back online. You show promise, Ensign. I have assigned an additional mission to further test your skills. One of the vessels escaped into the wormhole, sealing it as it passed. We have no way of knowing where it will emerge. Your failure to stop it may cost millions of lives. Mission concluded.
Transporter lock on 5th life form unstable. Stand by.
Our pilots were lost in combat with the Kamjate, and now the enemy have turned their weapons on GOM-2. Our mission to protect this creature has failed. Ensign, you have taken to the Valor class quickly. You have earned the respect of your Klingon allies. Your attack was a success. The Apostle Belt has been cleared of the alien invaders, and the destruction of their mining operation will be a major setback to their plans. Our fighters have been destroyed, and the convoy is unprotected. The Typhon is under heavy attack. Shields are down, and main power is offline. We will not survive another assault. Ensign, your tactical skills helped save the ship. Your ability does you credit.
Object captured.
Our rescue mission is complete, and the ship in distress was recovered. It appears that these parasite creatures evolved within the energies of the Macoria quasar. I am advising Starfleet to consider these life forms a potential hazard to shipping in the area. You fight like a Klingon, Ensign. Your bravery in attacking the Vanguard ship alone made it possible for your wingmen to destroy the enemy vessel.
Shields are offline. Transporter lock confirmed on final life form. Commencing beam out.
We have dealt the enemy a crippling blow this day, Red Squad. The primary Herc transit conduit has been closed, and now only the enemy fleet ahead of us remains. We will lead the way for Starfleet's Armada to the stronghold of the enemy. The torpedo attack did not go as planned, but against the odds, you managed to complete it, Ensign. Although you destroyed the mine facility, you disobeyed my orders and engaged the enemy before you began your torpedo run. Consider yourself reprimanded. The enemy has been neutralized. You fought with courage and tenacity. I could ask for no braver a crew. Our attack was thwarted. The aliens have escaped with the materials from Goliath, killing one of our best pilots, Ensign Cooper. He fought well. Perhaps we will meet again one day in Stovokor.
Options.
You have not attained a sufficient level of proficiency. You must repeat this exercise before proceeding to the next training mission. Victory is ours. The Typhon is clear to approach Rakar Nara.
Outpost shields penetrated.
The enemy has driven us back. Our forces are smashed. We must warn the Federation Armada. The enemy's strength is far greater than we imagined. Your unit was overcome and the medical transport was destroyed. The few survivors on Epoch will soon be annihilated as well. The Kamjate defenders are too powerful. We must fall back and regroup. Abort mission! Our raid has been terminated. The Borg have gained control of the fight, but we cannot allow them to take us alive. We will die with honor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The freighter crew has been confined to the brig, and your performance has been noted by Starfleet Command. Well done. Satisfactory, Ensign. The Enterprise has arrived safely at its rendezvous point. The Sentinel has gone to warp. Brennan has escaped. We will not be able to stop him before he reaches the rift. We have failed.
Player 1. Engine energy reserves are critical.
Our victory was glorious. Now we have eradicated the Borg threat in this sector. We will proceed with our primary mission. You have done well. I will expect you to perform even better in a real engagement. We have taken heavy losses. Our hull is breaching. All hands to the escape pods. Abandon ship. You have succeeded against the odds, pilot. We will be able to integrate the Borg transwarp coil into our own engine systems and repair the Typhon's warp drive. You are to be commended. Abort mission. The Herc forces are formidable. We must fall back and regroup. Well done, pilots. With the Kamjate threat gone, the GOM-2 can continue on its way in safety.
Our pilots were unable to stop the Kamjate. Consequently, the Validus system has been overrun by enemy forces. I have requested reinforcements, but I fear they may arrive too late. Our mission has failed.
Player 1. Energy reserves are critical.
We have lost Ensign Cooper, but his was an honorable death.
Hull damage critical.
The people of Utaka will remember their liberation this day in song and story. Excellent work, Ensign. The transport reached its destination virtually undamaged. Well done.
Probe systems deployed.
Good work, pilots. The parasites have been neutralized and the alien attackers were driven off. Stand down and return to the Typhon. The Borg are overwhelming us, but we shall fight to the death. Perhaps today is a good day to die. To repel a held object, press and hold the tractor button. Holding the button will increase the tractor force. Utaka lies devastated, its population dead or dying. Our failure cannot be forgiven.
Incoming signal from Kamjate image field.
The cruiser's hull has breached. The Discovery crew have been killed. Our mission has failed. Ensign, your performance is adequate. Proceed to the next training mission.
Enemy vessels approaching. Player 1. Hull damage critical.
The transport has taken too much damage. Your failure to protect this vessel will bring great dishonor to Starfleet. We have lost too many of the transport vessels. Fall back. We have failed to protect the Bajoran colonists. The Enterprise reached its rendezvous without incident. Captain Picard commends you for your skill, Ensign.
Torpedo has impacted primary target.
Use your strafing attacks and evasive maneuvers to avoid enemy vessels. The barge was destroyed. Our mission has failed, and both the innocent and guilty have perished. Your skills are worthy of Red Squad, Ensign. Report for active duty at once. Attention, this is the Typhon. Damage we have sustained has impaired our warp drive performance. We can no longer travel at maximum warp speeds. We must fall back and regroup. Our pilots have been killed. Our mission has failed. We must secure this area before we enter the wormhole. All enemy vessels must be eliminated.
Player 1. Shields are critical.
Your gunnery expertise is exceptional, Ensign. Good work. The enemy are too powerful. All ships, fall back!
Enemy vessel decloaking. Sensors indicate diverting power to weapons. Device successfully integrated into weapons array.
Red Squad, a mining station in this sector is requesting immediate assistance. A subspace shockwave has altered the orbit of an asteroid cluster and sent it on a collision course for the station. The station's deflectors will not be able to withstand the impact from the larger asteroids. I'm ordering 2 pilots to intercept and destroy the incoming asteroids. Long-range sensors have indicated the presence of Kam-Jate raiders in this area. If you are engaged by hostile forces, defend yourself, but your primary objective is to save the station. Good luck.
Press and hold the fire button to increase the charge to your chosen weapon. Release the button when ready to fire.
Incoming torpedo.
The Borg have boarded the Typhon. They will not take us alive.
We have detected a large force of Kam-Jate fighters approaching the Federation ship Typhon. The ship must be protected at all costs. Red Squad is ordered to intercept and repel the enemy assault. Player 1, you will pilot the Valkyrie Mark III and defend the Typhon. Player 2, you will command a Kam-Jate fighter in the attack group.
Target acquired.
Current primary weapon. Caution, systems overload in progress. Typhon shields are critical. Engine energy reserves are critical. Kam-Jate vessel powering warp engines.
The mission was successful. Your performance was exemplary, and you'll be commended in the mission log.
Once held, press the tractor button again to lock the angle of the held object for precise control.
Target destroyed.
Good performance, Ensign.
Timer expiring. Incoming hail. Typhon shields are offline.
Use your controller to turn the turret in clockwise and counterclockwise directions. Your pad's movement will direct the turret's targeting. You are armed with 1 primary and 1 secondary weapon. Pace your shots, as the turret guns may overheat. Press and hold the increase and decrease speed buttons to request reinforcements. Double tap and hold increase speed button to jump to warp velocity. Continual use of this function will drain engine energy reserves.
I've lost my shields. We need to neutralize the threat quickly.
Cooper, I need help. Please provide backup. Target destroyed.
Continual use of the charge weapon function will result in its deactivation until energy is replenished.
Kam-Jate warships are continuing to terrorize this sector with their random attacks despite our best efforts to stop them. We have detected a weak subspace radio transmission from Validus that indicates the presence of enemy Marshall cruisers. Pilots Cooper and Turner, you will proceed to the Validus system and neutralize this threat. If you fail to succeed, the Kam-Jate will gain a foothold here that will be extremely difficult to dislodge. Your success in this mission is imperative. Protect your wingman and come back safely.
Weapon energy reserves are low.
Focus on the mission, Cooper. We have strict orders.
Cooper, please assist. I'm being ambushed by several enemy craft. Scanners indicate hostile ships approaching.
Drop to combat speed. We need to fight this ship on our own terms. All Valkyries, commence attack!
We have lost one of our best pilots, but he will not be forgotten. He died protecting the ideals of the Federation, and his sacrifice will be honored.
Mission complete. Let's return to the Typhon.
Although the mission was successful, our victory is overshadowed by the loss of Ensign Cooper and other valiant pilots. We must not forget their sacrifices. Pilot, your wingman has been lost, but you must continue with the mission. We cannot afford defeat now. Enemy vessels, you are ordered to stand down and accept surrender. I will not warn you again.
Proceed to next area. Secondary weapon in use. Torpedo has failed to hit primary target.
Training session complete.
Unable to transport target object.
Let's get out of here.
Probe H0169 active in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We must act now before more enemy ships begin transit. Estimate wormhole entry in 30 seconds.
Weapon energy reserves are critical. Secondary weapon stores.
Enemy attacks have rendered my shields at 50%.
You are about to enter a hollow simulation. Player 1, you will pilot a Klingon fighter, while Player 2 commands a Romulan ship. In this simulation, A Klingon battalion traveling from Rakar Nara will encounter a group of Romulan fighters. The situation will escalate into a fierce combat. Each of you shares the same objective: defeat your enemies.
Once the tractor beam has locked on to an object, it will change color. Training session aborted.
Transmission terminated.
The Kamjate Marshal cruisers have been defeated and the threat to the Validus system has ended. You have distinguished yourself admirably and will be commended in the mission log.
Thanks, Cooper.
We all need to concentrate on our main threat. Engage.
We're a man down, Cooper.
Nice flying, Cooper.
Use strafing maneuver to avoid beam attacks.
The mission was a failure. Our pilots have been lost, and the mining crew could not be rescued in time.
Target acquired.
Mission selected.
Cooper, backup is needed. Please assist.
Cooper, my shields are at 50%. We need to neutralize the enemy as soon as possible.
I'll fly shotgun to Cooper.
Watch your fire. Any hit on the board ship will allow them to adapt to your weapons.
Typhon has gained location lock.
I appreciate the help, Cooper. Thanks.
You have qualified for the Valkyrie Elite Index. Double-tap a roll button to strafe left or right. Press and hold the fire button, then use the control pad to select a weapon. Release the fire button to activate the weapon.
Target destroyed. Keep to the details of the mission, Cooper.
Sensors indicate no life signs in this area.
The Kamjate have learned of our battle plans. There will be reinforcements arriving soon.
I need urgent assistance. My shields are down and I'm under fire.
Sustained high warp velocities may cause an engine shutdown. Return to impulse power.
Pilot, although this is a simulation, the Klingons have been programmed with advanced fighting techniques. You must focus and use all the skills you have learned to defeat them.
USS Typhon has gained location lock.
Cooper, I need support immediately. Prepare to engage, Cooper.
Typhon transporter systems locking on.
Once captured, release the button and the held object will trail your vessel.
Let's do this, Cooper.
Well done, team. Let's go.
My shields are at 50% strength.
Be advised, the parasite organisms eject a corrosive isogenic residue upon death. Avoid contact with it at all costs. Stay on course, pilots. The tide of battle is favoring us.
Time is of the essence. Keep moving.
Round complete.
Shield strength decreasing. Pod has been beamed aboard USS Typhon.
Double tap and hold a roll button for a continual strafing attack.
Good shooting, Cooper. Nice moves.
Processing mission grading.
My shields are down. Situation critical.
You have failed to defeat the Romulan forces. To a Klingon, your death would have been honorable. Nevertheless, you will need to continue training before you master the controls of a Klingon fighter.
I can't shake this fighter off my tail.
Targeted vessel hull strength at 50%.
Our objective has been achieved. The Herc forces have been routed. All Valkyries, return to formation. We must continue on the original mission profile to locate and intercept Captain Brennan and the Sentinel. Prepare to enter the wormhole.
Cooper, my shield integrity has taken a heavy loss of strength.
I can't hold off the enemy much longer. My hull strength is critical.
10 seconds remaining.
Shields at 25%. Follow your orders, Cooper. Safeguard this ship.
All my shield strength is lost. It's vital we neutralize the opposition.
We're taking heavy losses.
Press the attack. The Borg are proving to be more resilient than we expected.
Ensign Cooper, you must protect your wingman. He has sustained severe damage to his shields.
Shields are low.
I've got fighters on my tail. Please assist.
Proximity alert.
Additional warp plasma will be required to replenish energy reserves.
Vanguard ship leaving this sector, unable to track course. Targeted vessel hull strength critical.
Let's get back. We're finished here.
Start game.
To drop a held object, tap the tractor button once. Prepare for dual player training. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Your actions enabled us to evacuate the entire mining crew to safety.
Cooper, I can't take another hit. I need backup urgently.
Redirecting energy reserves.
This doesn't look good, Cooper.
Follow the training program relayed via your onboard computer. Once locked on, your vessel is able to orbit your target.
Cooper, you're proving to be a first-rate pilot.
My shield strength has been depleted.
Support depleted.
Press and hold both roll buttons to perform an evasive maneuver.
I can't take many more hits. Hull strength is critical.
Well done, Ensign. Our sensors indicate that this zone is clear. All ships, engage.
Targeted vessel shields at 50%.
Target confirmed.
Reinforcements approaching.
Pilot, the Romulans are gaining control of the battle. Press the attack or you will lose the encounter. Ensign Turner, you must assist Ensign Cooper. The shield integrity of his ship is dropping.
Activating space station training area.
Target confirmed.
Warheads primed. Evacuate blast radius immediately. Target lost.
Thanks for the help, Cooper.
Please select a mission.
Target acquired.
I'm at critical, Cooper. I can't take much more.
You were ordered to ensure the safety of your wingman. Your failure has been noted in the mission log.
Cooper, you need to comply with this mission's briefing or you will be pulled from Red Squad.
Gather ejected warp plasma using the Bussard collector to replenish energy reserves. Ensign, you must make sure you destroy all of these deadly organisms. The skills you learned during your previous mission will now be put to the test. Keep the Typhon's heading clear. We cannot risk any collisions.
Object repelled. Targeted vessel shield strength critical.
Good shooting, Cooper. Well flown.
Mission terminated.
You must neutralize the vessels that released the incubator pods. Double-tap Increase Speed button to boost the velocity of your vessel.
Target acquired.
Prepare for combat simulation. The Borg have assimilated your weapon. It will have no effect until it has been remodulated.
Target destroyed.
Well done, Cooper. You did well.
Time to turn up the heat, Cooper.
Once the tractor beam has locked on to an object, it will change color. Commence atmospheric operations training.
The active reticule indicates the current target is within weapons range.
You have surprised a Kamjate raider unit. Neutralize them before they can warn the Vanguard ship of your approach.
3 life forms transported to the Typhon. Targeted vessel shields offline. Shield plasma collected.
The Klingon forces have prevailed. With that excellent performance, you would make a Klingon commander proud.
Mission complete. Good work, Cooper.
Target destroyed.
Nice work, Cooper.
Pilots, you must work together to complete this mission or you will not succeed.
Cooper, keep to the mission directives.
Timer terminated.
Cooper, we have a mission to complete. Focus, pilot.
The battle is joined. The pilot that best utilizes the capabilities of their ship will win this simulation.
Ensign, watch your speed. If you move too fast under cloak, the aliens will detect your ion trail. Use stealth and be cautious.
Assistance is needed now. Where's my backup?
Planetoid has entered the atmosphere of Utaka. Warning, turret systems nearing overload. Typhon has sustained heavy damage.
We don't have much time left. Hurry up, Cooper.
Activating dual play systems. Excellent, Cooper. Your piloting skills are above average.
Timer activated.
Double-tap Decrease Speed button to bring your vessel to a full stop.
I got a lock.
Engine repairs are almost complete. Stand your ground and prepare for warp. You clearly have an aptitude for piloting, Ensign. Excellent flying. No reinforcements are available.
Watch out for asteroids.
Double-tap and hold either roll button for a continual strafing attack.
The Kamjate raiders were successfully driven off. I will personally recommend Starfleet commendations of valor for the pilots of Red Squad.
Romulan vessel has terminated communication.
Once captured, release the button and the held object will trail your vessel. Atmospheric combat requires different tactics to interplanetary warfare. Watch your altitude.
There isn't much time left. We must hasten our attacks.
To deactivate tractor effect, target beam source.
I needed that, thanks.
Please select a system. Typhon hull strength at 50%.
That was close, Cooper.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Transwarp coil reaching critical mass.
Concentrate your fire and hasten your actions, Cooper.
Stay alert, pilot. The asteroids are approaching quickly.
Good performance, Player 1.
Warp plasma collected.
Good performance, Player 1.
My shield integrity is down to 50%.
Green indicates allied or neutral vessels.
Transwarp coil rupturing. The pod has been beamed aboard the Typhon.
If we lose another vessel, we will be forced to abort this mission. Good performance, Ensign.
I'm covering you, Cooper.
It's just us now, Cooper.
Press and hold the increase and decrease speed buttons to request reinforcements.
Typhon hull strength critical.
Sustained high warp velocities may cause an engine shutdown. Return to impulse power. Press and hold the fire button to increase the charge to your chosen weapon. Release the button when ready to fire.
Target confirmed.
Ensign, our shields are down to 50%. You must protect this ship.
Torpedo failed to hit primary target.
Good performance, Player 2. Once held, press the tractor button again to lock the angle of the held object for precise control.
Pilots, you must coordinate your efforts to win this battle.
Cooper, pull up! You are descending too low into the atmosphere. Round complete.
Target confirmed.
Stay close to the barge. If you move out of its sensor shadow, you will be detected by the outpost. The situation is critical. We must stand firm or we will be defeated.
Probe systems deployed and scanning.
We have company, Cooper.
If another Valkyrie is lost, we will be forced to abort this mission.
Planetoid has entered the atmosphere of Utah.
Those appear to be ships emerging from subspace, but I do not recognize their configuration. Why would the Kamjate transmit this image? Hurry, Cooper! Time is running out! To motion lock onto an enemy vessel, you must first gain a target lock. Once the targeted vessel is within motion lock range, your targeting reticule will change color.
There's one on my tail.
Typhon shields at 50%.
My hull integrity is critical.
Primary weapon in use.
Vessel detected. Keep alert. Target acquired.
The Romulans have proven to be more dangerous than we had expected. This battle may mean the end of our fragile peace with their empire.
Here they come.
Ensign, sensors have detected Romulan vessels closing in on... We have managed to retrieve a fragment of the Sentinel's log from the shuttlepod's databanks. It may provide an insight into the origin of these Kamjate fighters. Press and hold the fire button, then use the control pad to select a weapon. Release the fire button to activate the weapon. Protect the Enterprise as it passes through this sector. Press and hold both roll buttons to perform an evasive maneuver. Prepare for dual-player training. The creature has become aggressive. You must escape before it... To drop a held object, tap the tractor button once. To repel a held object, press and hold the tractor button. Holding the button will increase the tractor force. Gather ejected warp plasma using the Bussard collector to replenish energy reserves. Green indicates allied or neutral vessels. Use your strafing attacks and evasive maneuvers to avoid enemy vessels. You have qualified for the Valkyrie Elite Index. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continual use of the charge weapon function will result in its deactivation until energy is replenished. This organic starship is emitting ionic radiation, clouding the sensors of the Kamjate ships while they are close by. My actions will speak for me. I will not allow more innocent blood to be spilled by these invaders. Ensign, you must assist the Klingon vessels. They have already suffered many losses. Do not allow any more to be destroyed. Your weapons will have no effect if the Borg adapt their shields to them. Try all other weapons configurations until the systems can be remodulated. This new enemy fights with a savagery I have never seen before. Our weapons seem to have little effect on their vessels. Well done, pilots. The medical supplies are now being transported to the planet's surface. Press the motion lock button to track a target vessel. Press the motion lock button to track a target vessel. We are under attack. All ships, protect the Typhon.
Activate secondary weapon.
Cooper, all other Valkyries have been lost. You must complete this mission alone. Ensign, keep your speed to minimum levels while you are cloaked. You clearly have an aptitude for piloting, Ensign. Excellent flying. Cooper, if you persist to stay motionless, you will be withdrawn from the mission. Double-tap Increase Speed button to boost the velocity of your vessel. The Nausicans have discovered you. Your heads-up display now shows their estimated reaction time. Activating Space Station Training Area. Ensign, the rest of your team has been destroyed. Stay alert. Red indicators display the location of enemy vessels. Prepare for combat simulation. Cooper, you must accelerate to be an active part in this mission. Double-tap either roll button to strafe left or right.
Beaming photon torpedoes to Borg core.
Double tap and hold increase speed button to jump to warp velocity. Continual use of this function will drain engine energy reserves. Training session complete.
Borg cube nearing teleportation range.
I'm being tracked by an enemy vessel.
Commence atmospheric operations training. Press and hold to activate the tractor beam. You have disgraced yourself, Ensign. The Federation and this crew are dishonored by your actions.
Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
No reinforcements are available. Today is a good day to die! The battle goes well, Cooper. Maintain your attack. To target an enemy vessel, tap your target button once when the ship is in your view. Valkyries, your squadron is performing well. Press the attack. Cooper, only your ship remains. You are our only chance to succeed.
We are the Borg.
Training session aborted. Good luck, Cooper. May Kahless protect you. Timer terminated. Once locked on, your vessel is able to orbit your target. Valkyries, we have no time for error. Complete your objectives. Beware of collisions while an object is tractored. This will damage its systems. Your poor performance is unimpressive. You have failed to complete your training. Valkyries, focus on the mission. We are not faring well.
Communications with USS Typhon have been lost.
Double tap decrease speed button to bring your vessel to a full stop. Press the motion lock button to track a target vessel. Red indicators display the location of enemy vessels. This mission will fail unless your battle performance improves. Keep clear of enemy ships while you are cloaked. You will be detected if you approach them. Press and hold the target button to gain motion lock. Your time is limited. You must complete this mission quickly. You must be more aggressive. The enemy is gaining the advantage.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
Use your motion lock on the targeted vessel.
Area secure.
Press and hold to activate the tractor beam. Exceptional flying, Cooper. Keep it up. Cooper, watch your course. This is a stealth operation. You must accelerate to effectively participate in combat. Cooper, you are testing my patience. Follow the training program relayed via your onboard computer. The Borg core is about to go critical.
Target beyond weapons range. Blue alert. Activating Typhon Fortress Mode sequence. Additional energy reserves required to activate torpedo system. Dual play. Transporting one life form to USS Typhon.
Activating dual play systems. 10 seconds remaining.
Warp engines offline.
Target confirmed.
Accessing data files.
Cease your attacks! We were merely defending ourselves. One of your starships, the Sentinel, opened fire on our scouts during an exercise in the neutral zone. They refused to answer any hails, almost destroying our entire fleet. Your ship has gone rogue, Starfleet. If you fail to bring them to justice, this will be the cause of an interstellar incident. Starfleet! You have violated the Treaty of Algeron with your deceitful attacks on our ships! You will pay in kind with your lives.
Do not force us to fight, Romulan. Stand down and explain your actions.
Federation vessels. Any attempt to divert us from our heading will be met with force. This will be your only warning. You leave us no option but to defend ourselves. The Obsidian Order will rise again from the ashes of Cardassia. Engage all weapons. We will not be stopped by your attacks. If you will not let us pass, then you will be destroyed. Klingon, you and your Federation minions attacked and destroyed a Cardassian freighter. Do you deny this? You lie. If you will not submit to answer for your crimes, then you will die for them.
Commander Worf, this is Ensign Cooper. I'm going to try to tractor the pulse generator into the rift. It's the only chance we have to close it.
Why do you fight against the masters of the universe? Weak life forms, pitiful prey. You cannot defeat the eternal predators. Kamjate, firstborn of the universe, will destroy all enemy. You seek to blockade your mothership? Pitiful plan, Federation. We will smash your defenses and destroy you all. We are the Kamjate, rightful masters of the galaxy. All shall fall before us. We are victorious. The Federation's champions have fallen under the power of our weapons. Soon all their worlds will kneel before the might of the Kamjite. We must flee. The Federation's champions are too powerful for our ships. Kamjite will not forget this defeat. We will have our revenge. Aliens, your presence in our space is repulsive. You shall be annihilated. We are the chosen. We shall unleash the full power of this vessel. Your infection of life will be cleansed from the body of our universe. Our deaths are insignificant. Our destruction only adds strength to those yet to come. Billions will perish to avenge your pitiful victory. Pathetic creatures! You shall perish like the thousands before you!
A Klingon commanding a Starfleet vessel? Is this what the Federation has become? Weak, pitiful, dominated by its enemies? The time for peace is at an end. The Hurk have awakened the rage and hate within me. They have shown me the path of strength. Once the galaxy trembled in fear of their name, and it will again under my command. You shall fall before us. You cannot stop me, Klingon. You will try and die. While I live, so do the Hurk. We are unstoppable, invincible. All life is a sacrifice to our mastery. You have only seen a fraction of the power of the Hurk. We will obliterate you and your fleet. We will leave your worlds in ashes. The Hurk have returned to reclaim the universe that is theirs by right of force.
Starfleet, this is not your battle. We are Klingon warriors. We do not seek or need your assistance. Ambassador Worf, I did not realize you had rejoined Starfleet. Why are you here? As you wish, Worf. I distrust these Federation pilots, but we will fight alongside them as you so order.
Commander Worf, we've managed to retrieve one of the alien ships. I'm tractoring it on board so we can conduct a detailed examination. Commander Worf, we've completed our scans of the Kamjite Raider. Almost 80% of its structure is of organic origin, and the hull is comprised of some unknown alloy, but I think we may be able to adapt some of these systems for our own use. Commander Worf, the bioorganic components of our modified Valkyries will make it harder for the Borg to assimilate them, but the Typhon is still vulnerable to attack. Commander Worf, I have more data from the captured Kamjite ship. Analysis of the hull reveals particle traces from the Gamma Quadrant, but the radiation patterns match those found on ships in Klingon space. We should send our findings to Starfleet Command for further studies, sir. Commander Worf, we've managed to recover one of the alien fighters. The pilot is dead, but I think we might be able to learn something from his ship. Commander Worf, I've discovered something surprising. The DNA traces we found in the alien ship match those of the dead Kamjite. They are nearly identical. It's almost as if the aliens were a more advanced, more evolved version of the Kamjite. I believe they are the same species. Commander Worf, long-range sensors are reading a large fleet of the alien vessels in System TDA-34. They appear to be preparing for a final attack. Commander Worf, I have more disturbing news. I'm detecting transspatial pulses being transmitted from the USS Sentinel. The pulses are accelerating the growth of the subspace rift. Captain Brennan is forcing it open.
Ensign Cooper, your handling of the Valkyrie is poor. Perhaps you should be reassigned. Ensign, follow the orders of your onboard computer. As you complete each operation, another will be assigned. Holographic vessels are now armed. Training interrupted. Romulan vessels have been detected in your area. This is not a drill. Engage all enemy ships. Red Squad, we are under attack from a force of unidentified craft. Protect the convoy at all costs. They have ignored our hails and they are powering weapons. All pilots, prepare for combat and be wary of the planet's gravity well. Ensign, we have detected reinforcements approaching the planet. Stay alert. Concentrate on protecting the transport. It will not be able to withstand another enemy bombardment. The cloaked ship is releasing gravitic mines. Clear them from the transport's path. We must ensure its safe passage. The shuttle pod is not answering our hails. The crew may be unconscious. Proceed with caution, Ensign. Cooper, the radiation from the Nexus shield is penetrating your deflectors. Your hull will not be able to withstand continued exposure. I estimate you have no more than 30 seconds to destroy the emitters before your shields are compromised. Ensign Cooper, you must release 3 mines close to the Nexus shield. They will breach the deflector field and allow you to enter. Ensign, It appears that the Kamjate are feeding off nutrients generated by Gomtu. Eradicate these leeches and clear the creature of their intrusion. The Prime Directive will not allow such a hideous act to continue. Firing on Gomtu will irritate the beast. Do not agitate it any further. Captain, we are here to join you in battle against these raiders. We must fight together to destroy this threat. If we do not, both the Klingon Empire and the Federation will be doomed. I have debriefed Ensign Tarhir, the pilot of the shuttle pod. It seems the signal Captain Brennan investigated was triggered by the effect of the Sentinel's experimental transspatial warp drive. Brennan and his crew have been compelled by some unknown force to rendezvous with a mothership vessel. The shuttle pod crew were lucky to escape with their lives. This situation is disturbing. What power could make an entire starship crew turn renegade? The Borg may attempt to lock a tractor beam on the Typhon. If they succeed, they will board the vessel in short order. You must prevent this at all costs. The Borg have locked onto the Typhon with a tractor beam. All crew, stand by to repel boarders. Red Squad, act quickly. The enemy ships are closing on the Typhon. These new alien aggressors are not responding to our hails and are only attacking our ships. It could be that they are allies of the Kamjate. Repairs to the Typhon's engines are nearing completion. Hold the line until we are ready for warp speed. I concur, Lieutenant. We must learn more about this species. I will contact the Federation Science Council immediately. We have detected Cardassian warships approaching. I doubt they are here to help us. Prepare to engage. That vessel had stolen Starfleet weapons in order to equip Obsidian Order renegades. They would not surrender. We had no choice but to open fire. Watch your line of fire. We cannot afford to strike the cruiser's hull. Stay on target. Take out the communications relay before the outpost discovers a patrol is missing. Your heads-up display will provide an estimated countdown until you are detected. Parasitic creatures are feeding on the hull of the vessel. Sensors indicate 3 weak life signs on board the ship. You must attempt to rescue them. We have located the source of the parasites. It is entering visual range now. Crew, we must increase reaction speed and target accuracy if we are to survive this onslaught. The Typhon's damage level is escalating. Stay at your posts. Proceed, Lieutenant. Keep me informed of any discoveries you make. Cooper, you have been detected by the enemy. Head for the planetoid. We will dispatch 2 more Valkyries to assist you. Red Squad, aim for the energy grids as they are exposed, but watch for enemy return fire. Valkyries, the planet can only withstand 1 more strike. The first impact has already claimed thousands of lives. We must stop the meteors. Quickly, destroy the warp field and any other meteors in transit. Indeed, that would explain their alliance against us. The Kamjate aboard the Vanguard ship orbiting Rakar-Nara must have been in some form of stasis, while the others progressed technologically and biologically. We must consider them both as one race, the Kamjate. If your standard combat systems are ineffective, switch to the hybrid weapons array. Their bioorganic elements will make them harder for the Borg to assimilate. Ensign, your sortie in the Apostle Belt against the Goliath asteroid enabled us to capture the enemy's hardware. We have adapted their hull reinforcements to your Valkyrie. Your ship is now equipped with the Goliath hull forge. Valkyries, you must protect the transwarp coil. It is close to rupturing. Attention, Red Squad. We have received data regarding the subspace rift created by the Transspatial Axis device on Rakar-Nara. This visual scan shows larger ships flooding through the rift. Captain Brennan appears to be heading directly toward its location. We must set a pursuit course and intercept him. The Typhon can transport the pod from your tractor beam as soon as we have a lock on it. Tenta! The Herc? Can it be true? They are a legend, a tale to terrify Klingon children. They invaded the Klingon homeworld over 1,000 years ago and almost destroyed the Empire. But they perished centuries ago. We cannot allow the Herc to rise again. We must stop them before they ravage the entire galaxy. Our objectives are now twofold. We must end the Herc threat and prevent Captain Brennan from reaching the subspace rift. Do not allow the guns to detach from the platform. Their powerful metaphasic shields will make them harder to destroy. Ensign, we are preparing to return through the wormhole. Disable 2 of the 3 enemy units. Maintain combat formation. Target the Sentinel's engines and open fire. Captain Brennan, this is Lieutenant Commander Worf of the Typhon. Sir, you must stand down and prepare to be boarded. Captain, this is your final warning. Do not force me to disable your vessel. Excellent, Ensign. You have captured Brennan's escape pod. We have transported him to the Typhon's brig, but the danger has not passed. The pod must be sent into the rift. You have 2 options. First, you can eject the pod, but it may be destroyed by the Herc ship. The second is more dangerous. You must tractor it into the rift yourself. Choose, quickly. The Federation fleet is approaching. Continue the mission. Captain Brennan, cease your attacks and surrender. Help us stop this flood of destruction.
Ensigns, I fear Starfleet may have had its first casualty in this conflict. The USS Sentinel, under the command of Captain Marcus Brennan, has failed to report in after a series of tests on a new interspatial warp drive. The Borg may be closer than we care to think. Be on your guard. Red Squad, I hope your training is proceeding well. Starfleet is gathering a task force in Sector 30, but until the Armada has been assembled, you are our only line of defense. Good luck. I have the utmost confidence in every one of you. This is the Enterprise. We are under attack. Valkyries, can you assist us? This is the Enterprise. Our shields have failed. We cannot withstand another direct hit. Pilots, our scans have detected a possible vulnerable spot on the Marshall cruiser. When the vessel opens its wings, attack the vessel's main hull from the rear and target the induction manifold near the head of the craft. Typhon, this is Captain Picard. The Armada is en route to our rendezvous point. Hopefully we can stem the flow of this conflict before it is too late. Mr. Worf, the Nausicaan raiders you are tracking are wanted for questioning by Starfleet security on charges of slavery, piracy, and hijacking. The Klingon Empire also reports that 28 crew were killed during the takeover of the prison barge. Be careful. These are violent and dangerous criminals. Commander Worf, I have grave news. The Federation Science Council has analyzed the data from the Typhon. The results are disturbing. The alien invaders, these Kamjate, their genetic profile exactly matches a species thought to be long extinct, a violent, savage race known as the Herc. Picard to Typhon. The flotilla is closing on your position. You have all shown great courage and fortitude in the face of the enemy. We will be with you soon. Until then, you must stand firm and hold the line. Mr. Worf, the Nausicaan raiders you are tracking are wanted for questioning. We cannot sustain any more damage, Ensign. The enemy must be neutralized. Your piloting expertise is most impressive, Ensign. Outstanding work.
My actions will speak for me. I will not allow more innocent blood to be spilled by these invaders.